What's up? Today I'm working on this behind me. It's an Infiniti. These things come stock with some empties on them. That's pretty sick. But it's an Infiniti EX35. So I believe what this thing is just a G35 and it's in a SUV. But the AC is bad in it, so we're replacing the compressor. We diagnosed it and we tried charging it, putting new Freon in it, and it just blows like cold, but it's not like cold like the person wants. Plus down here in Florida, if you don't have really cold AC, it's not even worth having AC because it's eventually just gonna warm up and blow warm at you. But scooter's still right here. Like I said yesterday, I'm going to just keep tinkering with it. Hopefully we can get it to either fully run today or make a couple puffs like it's going to run, and I can start actually like fiddling more with it. I did take the carburetor off yesterday, or like the throttle body off, and I kind of messed with it, made sure it was like cleaned or something like that, but maybe Jack can get in there and figure out what's wrong with it. There also isn't a fuel line hooked up. You can see it in there. That hole that is open right there next to that screw. When you give it gas through the throttle, it just pours fuel out of there, so I don't think I have the whole system hooked up right. But we'll figure that out today. But let's continue on this EX, and we'll just get through this thing. But to start on this thing, obviously you gotta take the belt off because the AC compressor's right there and it's got a belt on it. So let's go ahead and do that and keep moving on it. So guys, as I put out my video today, I went back and looked through it and I'm finally monetized. Let's try to get those views up, guys. I really want to do some really cool stuff with my cars, but I need you guys' support and everything to do it. But I finally got this compressor in. The low side was giving me trouble. It wasn't lining up, so I had to do a little bit of modification to the stock low line fitting to get it to actually fit on there. As you guys know, everything aftermarket doesn't actually fit exactly like it does from the factory. This is the factory one. What was happening was the dowel pin / threads where it goes on was too far out from the stock location. This right here is the little part where it was giving me trouble. It was actually bigger, so I had to adjust where the dowel pin sat on the fitting, so I had to use this drill bit here and drill it out just a little bit. But we're gonna charge it up now, turn the AC on, plug everything back in, and get going on that. Then we got to do some more on the 33. I had to check Roberto's list again and see exactly what he wanted me to do, but I believe it was put the car down and get all the AC lines out, start taking the condenser. We got to get the intercooler off because he's got a nice HKS one to put it in, to put in the car, so we have to do that. We're just gonna mock it up right now and then put it back in the box and then just put it off to the side because it's actually got a couple dents in there. Actually, that's pretty big. But everything comes with time, guys, and lots of money and expenses. So let's keep working on these cars and keep building mine. Infiniti's all done. I put the new compressor in. I filled it with, it came filled with oil, but we put Freon in it, and we charged it up with the machine. And now Roberto already tested it, but it's all ready and set to go. So next we're going to move on to working on the 33 over there again, and then later on, you know what's going on there, good old scooter. But Scooter Master is here today, so hopefully he can help me and get this thing running. But let's see how cold this AC is. This thing's so cool too because it's got actually that literally shows you the entire inside of the shop from the car. This thing's sick. Let's move on to 33. So guys, this is an engine bay without a motor in it. This is the 33, that's the 32, that's the Equinox. Like I said a couple minutes ago, or like a second ago, I gotta keep pulling stuff out of this. We gotta take the brake booster out, the clutch booster out, move some of these lines, remove all the brake lines. But there is a Blue Evo outside. He's here for a tune, basic bolt-ons, right there. So we're waiting. Jack's doing his little Jack thing and getting his computer ready, getting the mindset right to do everything. But we gotta get most of this stuff out so that we can send it to paint. So let's get on that. On Mike's car, the new transmission is in with all of the different seals and everything, and we had to make a custom drive shaft, but it's ready to run and like drive around the plaza again with the new transmission in it just to see how she runs. And over here on the 33, this thing's ready to go to paint. Roberto's just got to test fit the new HKS intercooler, which is right there. I don't want to do it because I don't want to scratch it or anything, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna let him do that, but everything's out that needs to be out, and the rest is just like the painter's job. But this thing's got to come off, and then the balance tube down there is gonna end up coming off. But we're gonna put more fluid in there and try out that thing. Is it hard like it?
It feels awesome. Feels like I'm fucking driving like a fucking...
Like a GTR?
No, well, no, it feels like I'm driving like an old school like muscle car, but... That's how fast it shifts. That's how fast it... That's how fast it shifts. How cool is that? Like, that shifts really good. Second.
Holy cow!
How cool is that? Isn't that neat?
So how can you do first gear?
Yeah, that's first gear.
Oh, that's first gear.
Yeah.
This is not second. This is first.
No, because the old transmission was a 5-speed. This was a 4-speed. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then we'll have to hit a button for overdrive for 4th. But everything else, it's gonna get a ratchet shifter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you know, everything else works. Yeah. That's first. Second. That's just so cool how fast that shifts.
Yeah, dude, it's
Wow.
like a DSG, man. Jesus.
That's so. You know what? I'll say.
Like
it.
my grandma car?
That thing sounds great.
Jack, you need to drive it. It shifts like
Holy
a GTR.
shit.
Yeah.
All right, I want to drive it. I want to tune
This thing
it.
is like a DSG.
I'm really glad that I didn't tell you guys something.
Give her a couple grabs. So guys, after my little break of going to the house and getting some food and stuff, I went back to the shop. Nobody was there. So I'm gonna go to the gym. Yes, I do work out every now and then, not a lot. But I'm gonna go work out, and then I'll go stop by the shop because I did leave a couple things there that I'd like to just get and bring back to the house so that I can get them ready for tomorrow. But let's go ahead and work out. Might show you guys some of my workout stuff, but I might not. I don't know. It's kind of weird to film yourself at a gym, especially the one that I go to, which is Planet Fitness, because there's always a lot of people there. So, gym, shop. Let's do it. Roberto wants me to get rid of my scooter.
It's a fucking piece of shit, dude. I mean, like, it's not even like worth the effort.
So he wants me to get rid of my scooter,
Well,
but
well,
at least we gotta at least get it to run and putt around before anything. How do you keep getting this thing to open?
Just the Spanish fingers. No, but in all seriousness, though, I mean, I just want you to look at it. Chris, I want you to also think. I take a towel,
Yes.
okay? I soak said towel in gasoline.
Brake clean.
In gasoline. Gasoline burns a little bit slower. I put said tile in here. Okay?
Yep.
I drill one hole. Well, we don't have to, we just don't have to put it so it goes down a list. There's some air that builds up in here, right? Well, pretend this is brake clean. Can of brake clean, right? Lighter. 4 to 6 feet away. It'll be cool. I'm just saying. And everyone will get some smiles, some happiness, which is something this scooter will literally never provide to anyone ever again.
You know what I could do with this though? Is I could give it to Rudnick.
I don't even think Rudnick would take. Remember, this scooter was a Jack reject. Jack, the king of taking in sick puppies, okay, said no to this.
That's something.
That's something, man. That's
It
something.
is.
This thing had a good life, helping some horse person move shit around and inject shit in horses, whatever
It
the
was
fuck we
fucking
found.
weird. That was.
Why did it start cranking slow?
Because he has it at 50. So you know how this thing, like after a while, it starts bouncing off.
So it's, yeah, but it should be.
I just don't think it can hold it. Let's try 15. Ooh, big difference.
It like went from like
Yeah.
to like.
Should we go up even higher?
Huh?
Just crank it to 120.
I feel like it should be. You need a battery. I mean, what is it doing when I crank it?
It just pegs at max. At start, it goes to like. Whoa, we got
That was something. That was a
there.
little fire.
Okay, that was something.
It just needs to crank. She needs a little bit more power.
So let's just do 250 amps. See what happens.
Well, what is it? What's the next one from 50?
250.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Right?
It ain't gonna do it, but
I've
let's see
never
what
cared.
happens.
Whoa.
No. There it is. Spray some shit in there. Ready?
Ready? Yep.
Keep going. Spray it. All right, stop.
There's no fuel going to it, remember.
All right.
Yes.
Fuel
Turn it
to it.
off.
Yes.
Now put some. Now we got her running. Not a big deal.
Scooter Master got it running.
Idiot over here. You gotta tighten this.
We got her running, guys. She's moving around the shop. All we got to do now is keep tuning her up. Jack gave me another carburetor for it. I broke the petcock for the fuel system. So Jack gave me a little cutoff valve for the fuel too. So I'm gonna put that in line when I get back to the shop right after this little ride.